Hello, I'm here. How are you? Can you hear? Yes, no. Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? Are you there? Let me know if you're here. I don't know if I can see your comments. Yes, from South Africa. Hello, Nigel. Nigel Southern. Yes. How are you? Good morning. Sorry, my screen is a little far. Just coming back with these live streamings, Saturday live streamings. So, José Luis, desde España. Buenas tardes. Good afternoon. Good morning. Good night. Wherever you are. I think I just move a little bit like this. It's better. Yes, everything okay? Hi, Martin. Good morning. Yes, now it's better like this, I think. I need to check. I think it's camera, it's like it's cutting my hair. So let's move a little bit. New setup. So I have a lot of things to put on place, you know. Camera, mix, yes. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are now, yes. And well, as I told you, starting these new live streamings, yeah, just to talk about blues guitar and all these things we love, yeah, in music. So thanks to be here. Sorry if I can't read very well the comments. PAP, I think it's hi Martin, good morning. Yes, from Spain, from South Africa, from wherever. Just let me know if when you are in this in the chat. Let me know where you are from. Yeah. So a lot of things. Yeah. Can you hear me well, right? I think I can move a little bit more my camera like this so you can see me better. I think like that is going to be better. That's the thing, yeah, when you are alone working, you have to just take in mind a lot of little details, yeah. And sound, camera, screen, lights, yeah, and you are alone, so it's kind of difficult sometimes. Or we need to do these adjustments in order to have a good experience, yeah. Also, in my OBS, I can now. It's pretty far. My computer, I think. I can add these things. I will share with you now this Patreon, what I am doing now with my Patreon, with my new website and approach to my teaching, yes. So let's start first with some ideas and concepts. And there's a question always my student ask me, which is a thing that blues players they used to do now a lot, which is following the chords, yeah, following the chord changing, which actually it's more a jazz approach, yeah. But well, it sounds beautiful, it's great, and if you play more modern blues, you know, like Matt Scofield, Josh Smith, all these modern players, they use it a lot, yes. But there's some steps before you can practice, or you can use, actually, it's not only a practice, in order to, let's say, prepare your fingers and your brain to follow the chord changes. Yeah. The first thing is when we play a blues, let's say in the key of A, we have 3 chords. I think this panel, this red panel, it's, you can read. Let's delete it. This, yes, that's better. So let's talk about the 3 chords of the blues progression, yes? If we are playing a blues in the key of A, we use A, we use D, yeah, which is the 4th degree. Back to A, could be, I am playing an A 13th here, with the 6th, yeah. Sounds more jazzy, actually. And it's a chord, it's really used in the West Coast jam swing, yeah? Yes, it's the 13th. Yeah, but you can use the classic 9th or the 7th, like this, or like the bar. Yes. So we have A, we have D, the 4th degree, 9th. In this case, you can play 7th. It's up to you. And the 5th degree, which is my E, yeah? D. So we are using the classic 1-4-5, the 3 chords of the blues, yeah? The 1st degree, the 4th, and from New York. Hello, who's there? John from New York. Good morning. I'm in Montreal, Canada, so we are just not far, yeah? So we use the 3 chords, the 1-4-5, the classic blues sequence, yeah? The 3 chords we use in blues, those degrees, yeah? So the question is, what can I play over the 3 chords, yeah? And my first approach, or my first answer to that question is just play pentatonic scale, but highlight the notes, the roots of your chord, of your 3 chords. Because when we play minor, major pentatonic scale, you know, let's say in A, yes, we play 5 notes. That's why the minor pentatonic scale. A, C, D, E, and G, right? But if you pay attention, A is the root of my A chord. C, D is the root of my D chord. And E is the root of my E chord. Yes? And I can play these 3 notes following the octaves, like 1, 2, 3 times here. A. Yes. A, A, A. Oh, my singing is not good today. So A, D, and D. It's inside the minor pentatonic box. Yeah. I'm not looking for nothing outside the minor pentatonic scale. And E here. Yes, can you see my fingers? So this is also a technique you can apply to answer one of the most common questions of students: how to remember the notes on your fretboard. Well, if you know this is your 1 and you repeat it 3 times, if you know this is your 4 and you know this is your 5, I mean A, D, and E, now you will know from now, you know this is an E. You are going to remember this. This is an E because it's the octave of this E, which is on the 5th string. You know, so this It's an A because it's the same mechanics, it's the same, let's say, visual approach, you know? Anyways, so we have A, D, and E. And I continue with my minor pentatonic scale. G, A again, I can highlight my A chord with my A note. D, I can highlight my D chord with my D note. And E note, I can highlight my E chord with this E, yes? So what you can do now, in order to practice this, is to play, put a backing track, yes, that's great. You can put a backing track, and also you can practice the 12-bar blues sequence, you know? If it's not the classic 12-bar blues and you play some kind of Freddie King song, you know? Freddie, remember, he's great, you know? He used to play the 3 chords, but usually just he mixed them up in a different, with a different approach. So Freddie King is great, you know? You can hear the 3 chords, but in different order, you know? Which is not the classic. And what you can do is using a backing track, follow the chords with the note. Or what you can do is play alone with no backing tracks and just count the 12 bars and highlight the chord with the note. There's no chord now. You are going to highlight the chord. I mean, like this. So I play A note to show you, hey, I am over an A chord, yeah? Another highlight, you know? A, and now I go to D. D note, because I am over my D chord. Back to A. A note, I just play, you know, I play really simple, you know, it's not like, you don't have to play the best solo of your life by doing this, you know, it's just practice, you know, take your time. A, and now I have to go to E, which is, I choose this E. Low because turn around. A note with my A chord. A note with my A chord because this is my A. Remember the octave. Let's go to D. D. Go to E. Yeah, E note with my D. So this is a great exercise because you practice a lot of things at the same time, you know? The first thing, you follow the 12-bar blues, you know, which is super important. You have to know, you must know where you are standing all the time in your blues sequence, you know? Otherwise, your solo is not going to sound well. You know, you are not locked with your harmony, which are the 3 chords, you know. You are here and the chords are there, you know. So you are not locked with with the harmony, you know. And then, well, you practice that. And then Mr. Gilman, MJ, hello, good morning. Hey. So it's really important, you know, to be able to follow the 12 bar blues, you know, the chord change, how you are going to follow using a scale the chord change if you don't follow the chords by heart, you know. It's really important, you know. So this is a first step. Actually, you can use it to play all the time, you know. Following the chord change, but just using one scale, A minor pentatonic scale in this case, and I highlight the roots of my chords. Then I play some licks, some phrasing in between, you know. But I highlight, I show you to your ear, you know, hey, I am on A. Hey, I am on D. Hey, look, I am on E. You know, B.B. King used to do that, you know, of the fifth chord. You know, with the vibrato, keep B.B. vibrato. E with E. You know. So that's great. Some comments here. Sorry, my screen today is really far. I need to fix that. Thanks, PAIP from South Africa, if I remember well. My Patreon, yes, thanks. And the sound slice, yes, features, it's fantastic. Yes, I will share that thing with you now. More live streaming, yes. Yes, I'm restart these live streamings because, well, I like to do live streamings and I like your feedback, you know, which is not the same in a YouTube comment, you know, it's not the same feedback. Here, I am here and you are there right now, you know, that's great. About my Patreon, yes, I start a new project, let's say, which is called the Blues Lab, yeah, and so I am uploading packs of licks and solos and lessons, all with transcription, music and tablature transcription on PDF or sound slice. And sound slice is amazing, you know, it's like live interactive tablature, you know, you can slow slow down the speed of my solos, you can loop the solos, you can do a lot of things with that interactive tablature, and I think it's great, you know. It's a really amazing tool to study and to learn new things. Sound slice, yeah. I am putting this on my Patreon. I am uploading every day a lick, and I'm uploading solos, yes, with some explanations about what I am doing. So the goal of this work I am doing now is try to transmit or to give you vocabulary, yes. You know the pentatonic scale, you know a lot of tricks or whatever, so try to learn blues vocabulary sorry, from my solos, yeah. It's a really slow, I play slow, clear, you know, to show you. Now, next week, I will upload a B flat blues, so it's like 24-25 licks in one backing track, but with some space between the licks, and you can see how I use the pentatonics minor major, the hybrid scale. Well, you can download the PDF or the sound slice, and you can also get the backing track. Yeah. So that's it. A lot of licks weekly. As I told you, at least you will get 10 licks, different styles, different keys, one solo, one lesson, and I am uploading more things now. Yes, so just check my Patreon. I will put the Patreon. Well, you can find the link in my Instagram, in the description of all my videos, and when I finish this live streaming, I will put the links in the description of this live streaming. Yeah. So, and you can support my work, yeah, which is great. Thanks to the people who's following me. So that's it, yeah. Of course, you can take online lessons with me. Well, that's well, in my Patreon, you have the chance to also to get all that information and take one lesson monthly with me. So if you have questions about the licks, about some things, you can take advantage of that lesson and asking me directly, yeah? So, again, I believe that exercise or approach, because you can switch that exercise into real playing, immediately, So I don't know if I want to call it exercise, It's a thing you have to practice enough until you can just play or add that thing into your own playing, Which is, again, following the chord changes by highlighting the root of your three notes, of your three chords. Then, next step, instead highlighting the note, by playing that note, what you can do is sometimes highlight and sometimes play the chord. You can play the chord, So, and that's amazing if you play, or you can put it in practice, if you play in duo, for example, If you play with harmonica player or a singer, So you can do. So sometimes I highlight the note, let's say A, or sometimes I play the A chord. That's up to you. You can think before, okay, I will play here, and here the chords, and then you will start doing this automatically. You don't need to think about that things. But the repetition. The practice and the repetition will give you that automatic reflex to play, with thinking less and enjoying more your playing, And then when you think less, because you practice enough and you start enjoying, you will start moving the pieces. I mean, moving is like a chess game, You will start creating more interesting lines, because there's a lot of things that you don't have to think now, because you do it by reflex or muscle memory or whatever you want to call it, Then you can start more in dynamics, you can start thinking more in phrasing, playing less, and you will put the right note in the right place, less notes, like the great blues players. You don't have to play all the time, Um, Elvis from New York City again, recently discovered. Thank you. Another follower from New York. We are not far. As I told to John, I am in Montreal, Canada, so a few hours from you by car. And that's it, you know. It's a chain. It's a chain. Everything is linked, you know. It's a chain of things are going to happen as much as you practice more and focus your practice, you know, in some important things. It's not enough to take your guitar and noodling and play random things. Sorry, but it's true. You know, the secret of this, it's the secret of this is repetition, you know. So when you see players, they play great players, you know, like the old ones or the new ones, you know. It's like because they spend a lot of time. But be careful. It's not as I follow a jazz teacher on YouTube, and I think he's right because he said it's important to practice every day a period of time, let's say 1 hour, you know, every day 1 hour. It's not, and I'm agree with that, you know. It's not I practice 10 hours or 4 hours today and tomorrow I don't have time to take my guitar, you know. I understand when my students or you say, okay, Martin, but work, family, kids, you know, I have 2 kids, you know, 9 and 6 years old. And believe me, it's possible, you know. Take your guitar 1 hour, you can wake up earlier every morning and just practice, you know, 40 minutes. I said 1 hour because it's like, you know, until you warm up and your brain is ready to, you know, you need a few minutes first, you know. It's like going to gym, you know. If you go to gym once a week, 10 hours, probably you are going to injure your body, you know. It's not good. You have to go, you know, every 2 days or and work your muscles slowly, and it's a slow process. This is the same, you know. So my advice is try to take your guitar and practice every day a little bit, you know. It's better. It's better than, okay, I wait for the weekend and I practice 5 hours on Saturday and 5 hours on Sunday because I have more time. That's not good. It's really difficult to improve by doing that, you know. And I think I need a glass of water. So I will go to pick up a glass of water because my throat is really. And let's talk about the next topic. Is practice. You know, routine. What should I practice? What's the order? You know. And I'm back to you in 1 minute. I will just go to find my glass of water. You can visit my Patreon if you want, yeah? It's Patreon/Martin Huri, you know, my family name. Or you can visit, just check my Instagram or my YouTube videos now, and you can see the links, yeah? Believe me, it's a great information I put in there, yeah? Especially with the sound slides, tablatures. Yeah? There you go. Theblueslab.com also is the website that you can see my Patreon also through that link, you know. So about the routine and practice, about my guitar, my Gibson and my Princeton, both are new. Yes. My Gibson, it's 2015 from the Memphis factory, which is, it doesn't exist anymore. It's an amazing guitar. I discovered a few things. Well, usually when I buy guitars, I don't check a lot before about the specs of that guitar, you know. I used to just play the guitar and feel it, you know, how it, of course, I know the brand, you know, the model, but I don't know the ratio, I don't know the shape of the fretboard, I don't know nothing, I don't know the pickups, nothing about the pickups, if are standard pickups, handmade pickups, whatever, you know. I just played first. I played first and because I don't want to say usually, but happens that I said, oh, this is, I don't know, amazing $5,000 guitar, you know. I go to the store and I play a few guitars and say, oh, this is a 5,000 guitar probably. Probably is the best guitar I ever played I will play in my life. And so I take it and I don't like it, you know. So so my approach to guitars is like that, you know, just take it and play it, you know, and feel it, you know, if I feel inspired through that guitar. Inspiration is that thing, you know. So this is a 2015 Gibson Memphis with it's a special model which is super classic with a 390. Then I find I Google all the specs about that guitar, because some friends they ask me and some students they ask me about is the shape of the neck. It's called the 390, which is something in between the old fat 58 Gibson and the 60s 58, you know, more flat, you know. So it's really comfortable. I like thick necks, you know, and this is perfect, you know. It's something in between, you know. And then well, an amazing guitar, you know. An amazing, it sounds great, it feels great, it sounds great, the neck, it's amazing. It's a classic 335, you know, beautiful grain, you know, beautiful cherry color. And my Princeton is a new Princeton, Fender Princeton, you know. It sounds amazing. When I bought it, actually I went to the store to buy, I was thinking in buy the not the Princeton, not the Deluxe Reverb, the Vibrolux. Yeah, I was thinking just to buy that Vibrolux, the new one also, you know. And when I was at the store, I said, well, maybe I was the Vibrolux there, which is smaller than the old Vibrolux, you know. Was the Vibrolux there, Deluxe Reverb, and Princeton. And I said, well, probably I have the chance to just play and feel and hear the three amplifiers, you know. So I just plugged the Vibrolux and was amazing. I plugged the Deluxe Reverb, was great, but not for me as not amazing as the Vibrolux. And then I plugged this one, and it was like more than amazing, you know. I just got that tone I was looking for, you know, which is not so I don't know how to explain that tone, you know. It's round, you know. It's round. So actually it's so round that with this Gibson, look, my treble it's in almost 10 and my bass it's in 3, you know. So when I put a Strat, yes, I need just to move a little bit that knobs, but yes, you know, it's a really bluesy, jazzy amplifier to me. And also it's a beautiful, clean amplifier. If you want to put a pedal, it's great, you know. And so I bought that one, yeah. Some questions, Chris. When I play, it's huge, yeah, of course. Yes. Yes, it's a huge sound. It's a Gibson, you know. Sorry, I can't see your comments here. I mean the full. Let me check. There you go. Yes, it's a huge sound. It's not. I played Strat all my life, you know, and I bought this in 3 years ago. I had the Gibson Les Paul Custom. I remember the black one with the golden hardware in the 90s, but was too heavy for me. So I decided to. I sold that and I bought a Strat 79 like this black there, which were it was more heavy than my Les Paul. Like this one, this is almost 9.5 pounds. You know, it's too heavy. It's a friend of mine. He lent me that guitar. I just set it up, and I play a little bit of guitar here. But yes, Gibson, it's a huge sound. You have to play different. Your strumming is different. It's not a Strat. It's not the same approach, you know. So yes, be careful. Too much power here, you know. 45 pounds. 68. Yes, the Princeton is lighter. Yeah. Yes, it sounds a little darker, or I don't know, round. It's the word I choose. You know. 12 watts. Yes, that's great. It cranks really easy. And you get that tone we love. You know. And to be honest, I play live also in summer festivals, and this is more than enough because you have monitor system, the PA system. They put the microphone, and you don't need a 200 watts amplifier anymore. You know, it's more than enough, and you can crank it. You put it in 4.5, and you get that tone. You know, that creamy with a little. You know, so yes. 10 amp, 10 watts, where you are chatting there. A fake dumble. Oh, well, actually, about dumbles here in Toronto, in Canada, there's an amplifier handmade builder, you know, which he has great dumble style amplifiers, and beautiful amplifiers, an amazing finish. You know, they look great and they sound great. I'm just trying to remember his name. I just like his on Instagram every day his post. Let me think. I will try to find. Wait, Wait, because if you like that style of amplifier dumbbells, great price, and tone and sound, you know. I'm searching here on my um, um, amp guy.ca. Yes, yeah, you can contact him and ask him. Really nice guy. Yeah. Yes, he lives near you. You are from Toronto. That's right. So you can wait. I can put it here in the chat. Yes. Sorry. Come on. Where is the website? There you go. There you go. I just put it on the chat. There you go. Beautiful dumbbell, handmade, great amplifiers, you know. And if you are not far from him, you can just go and test those amplifiers, and you can make a video and just post it on YouTube or share it. Yeah, always. Yes, sir. Okay, you are chatting between you. So, tone, it's really important, you know. Tone is the thing that inspires you to play better, you know. And also your guitar, you know. I believe amplifier is more important than a guitar when we talk about sound, you know, tone. You can just play a $10,000 guitar or an old Strat, you know, 35 grand with a cheap amplifier, and it's not going to sound well. And you can play a decent Mexican Strat with a good amplifier, and you will get an amazing good tone. Look, Jimmy Vaughn, you know, he's playing Mexican Strats, you know, but he used matchless amplifiers. I don't know now, I think he changed, but always with great amplifiers, you know. And now we have a lot of custom amplifiers, you know, great things, you know. But the thing is about guitar, it's a thing that you need to feel that inspiration with you when you play your guitar, you know. It's a thing that makes you play better, you know. That's what I think, you know. Yeah, looks killer, yeah. Chris, I don't understand your question because maybe I got lost in the chat because it goes too far. You play straight. What are your settings? You talk about my settings now, or you are talking about my settings is, I don't know, I just play it, volume in 2, treble in 9 and something, bass in 3, almost 4. No reverb, because in this space I don't need the reverb because it sounds with natural reverb great. It's my living room in my house, you know. That's it. Just 3 notes. No, actually, volume, I don't count it because it's only volume. It's in 2. Treble and bass. And no reverb. That's it. No more. Nothing else to say, And the Gibson is open all my knobs. You can hear, 12 watts. Even in 1 and in 2, the volume, it cranks a little bit, So simple setup. I'm not almost using pedals now, I have a few pedals, but I use more pedals for strats, that you need that extra, you don't have a huge sound like this one, Yes, of course, that has that BB tone, So, okay, about guitars and amplifiers, my tuner is here. I don't like, how it looks, but it's super comfortable, tuner here. And so sometimes you have to be careful with this tuner sometimes, because the decals and all the things here in the headstock, And so let's pass to the next topic today, which is practice, It's super jazzy also, huh? You can hear that, huh? Again. Great jazzy tone. Of course, always it sounds super bluesy because I play like that, it's my approach, yeah. Of course, you don't need pedals, with Gibson. You can add, there's some players they use, but you don't need that extra push, that extra booster, with a Strat you need a booster, you need some kind of, even if you don't like to play with distortion, with that extra boost, with the Strat. With a Gibson you don't need that, it's just, it's pretty intense Gibson, it's not the same. As I told you, it took me a while to get used to this guitar, to play this guitar. My pick, now I use standard picks, 1.5 millimeters. I used to play 3 millimeters. Many years, 3 millimeters, V-Picks or another brands like that. I'm using now the classics. I don't know if you can see it, Dunlop, USA 1.5, the turtle, I use this. And they are great. And that's it, No, I'm not worried about picks, different picks, Cheap, good, I feel comfortable, that's it, also I used to play with 11 strings, you know, the Dario 1152, and I play now 1046, standard 1046, the Dario, with standard picks, and I feel super comfortable. I played 11s also, 25 years I play only 11s, and now I said, okay, let's see how it feels. The 10s, and I'm super comfortable, you know. It's okay, yeah. There's no a big difference between 10s and 11s. That's what I think is my point of view. There's no a big change of tone, you know. Yes, maybe a clean boost if you want. The Tortex, yes, is the Tortex 1.5. These picks, you know, I just bought a few packs, and there's picks all around my house. I have 5 picks in my pocket, and my kids are playing with the picks. I don't care. I just go and I buy more, and I have picks everywhere in my house, you know. About booster, I use with my Strat. I never, because I never put that booster here in this Gibson, because it feels it and sounds so good, you know. But I use this. I have this booster. There you go. This is a beautiful booster to me, you know. A great, simple, and the micro amp booster, you know, especially for Strat. It's always on in my Strat, you know, and that gives that extra sparkly Fenderish sound, you know. That gives me that thing, you know. It's always on, and look, it's in 12, you know. The knob is there, and that gives me. I didn't test it. I can make a video. It's a good idea. I didn't test it with my Gibson because I don't feel it needs that extra. But yes, sounds good. For my Strat, I have that Matt Professor Royal Blue Overdrive, which is the perfect pedal for Strat for me, you know. And that's it. I have another booster there. I have my Deep Blue delay also, which is great. Really, when you play live, a short delay, you know. That makes the sound a little more big or open, you know. Yeah, your favorite booster. Yes, it's an amazing, simple, you know, micro amp booster, and sounds amazing. Yes. So about practice, you know, routine practice, and all these things that make you play better, you know. And my students always asking me about how should I practice, what should I practice, you know. And I remember many years ago I used to noodling a lot and just practice random things, you know. And then I start just doing more, let's say, routine, yeah. And I could see my improvement, you know. I improve a lot my playing by practicing more focus, you know. When I say focus, it's, you know, I believe only you can write your own routine, you know, because you know what you need to practice more, you know. So, but my advice about routine is just take paper, pencil, and write some things, and just play those things in that order, you know. Second tip is use metronome to practice, always, and use a timer. So focus your practice with that things, For example, warming up, Warming up is really important, It's really important. Just play a warming up and start, relaxing your muscles, your right hand, your picking. I don't know. Pick up an exercise you can use for warming up. The classic 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not about speed. It's about warming up. Improve your coordination between left and right, and picking, left hand and right picking, So click, click, click with the metronome, 2 minutes non-stop. Now you can just put an app on your phone, Soundbrenner, for example, which is that brand that makes the metronomes that you can use here, like a watch, But you can download the app, which is for free, and you can put the metronome, and you can set up your timer there, So when the metronome stops, that makes that set of practice is finished, So click, you can play 16, 4 notes, 8 notes, or 16, You can play same click, 8 notes, Well, 2 minutes. Now 16 notes, And then you can start mixing up your fingering. Instead 1, 2, 3, 4, you can do 1, 2, 4, 3. 2 minutes. It's not about speed, it's about coordination, improve your coordination. Then if you feel comfortable, you can speed up, Warming up. And then what you can do is say, okay, I need to practice what I need to practice. Yes, everything XR makes is great. And I bought that booster. I bought it in Argentina when I used to live there. I want to say 20 years ago, and I use it in all my gigs, and it's still working with no problems, great building quality of pedals, Yes, thank you. See you next time in my next live streaming. So about routine. So let's say, okay, I need to practice. Pentatonic scales. I know the pentatonic scales. Okay, I need to practice pentatonic scale. Let's do 2 minutes of each one of the 5 boxes of the minor pentatonic scale. In the key, just pick up a key you use usually. For example, I don't know, because or you can start in A, but then you can B flat with a click, with the metronome. Pay attention to your picking. Pay attention to your fingering. Not fast. 2 minutes. Then box 1. Then box 2. Box 3. In my Patreon, I put a video which I show you how you can play some ideas in every box. Box 1, box 2 in E. It's a shuffle in E. and I play licks here, and I move my hand to box 2, to box 3, to box 4, to box 5, to box 1, and then descending. 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 here with the open strings. You know, it's with the tablature, and it's great. I think can help you to start connecting the pentatonic scales with that things, you know. So practice that, you know. You have 5 boxes, 2 minutes each. That means you are going to practice 10 minutes focusing, you know, and focus in the 5 boxes of the minor pentatonic scale, you know. That's amazing. We don't do that. If you take your guitar and you play some things, you're not going to do that, you know. Use the 5 boxes in a period of time of 10 minutes, you know. Elio, de Argentina. Buenas tardes. De la misma hora casi. Mediodía en Argentina. I'm from Argentina, as I told you, so Elio. ¿Es Elio? No. Elvio. Perdón, no veo. Tengo lejos la pantalla hoy, así que. So I switched to Spanish. Can you show the reverb? My reverb, you said? I don't understand your question, sorry. Elvio Alarcón, can you show the reverb in that amp if you have time? The reverb is there's no reverb. There's no reverb. It's off my reverb, you know. I'm not using reverb in this space because I have that natural reverb, you know. So I don't need to put. If I put reverb now, it doesn't sound good, you know. That's it, Chris. As I told you, there's no reverb now. It's in my amp, yeah. It's a natural reverb. It's a space here. My living room has natural reverb, you know. So if you practice 2 minutes non-stop each one of the 5 boxes of the minor pentatonic scale, you are going to focus your practice in that thing in 10 minutes, you know, 5 boxes, 2 minutes, you know. And then another great exercise you can do, I always recommend this exercise to my students, it's overlap the 5 boxes of the minor pentatonic scale, but without moving your hand and following jumps of fourth. I mean, you play position 1 of A, then the 4th of A is D. So without moving your fingers, play the minor pentatonic scale here. So the 4th of D is G. So without moving my hand, I will play G. The 4th of G is C. The 4th of G is F. The 4th of F is B flat. So I play the 5 boxes here. I overlap the 5 boxes here without moving my hand, which is a great exercise in order to start following the chord changes with scales. You know what I mean? Or with, if you want to play more, or if you want to follow the chord changes, you know, with the pentatonic scales, following a blues, following some jazzy stuff, you know. So by doing that, you will improve the overlapping of your 5 boxes of the minor pentatonic scale in one specific area of your fretboard. Then you can do it here. A, you know, D, G, you know, you can start overlapping the 5 boxes in the different portions of your fretboard. It's an amazing exercise, you know. You can do this exercise with major scale, you can do it with arpeggios, you can do it whatever the tool you want to use, you know. José Luis. Sí, va a quedar grabado, seguro que sí. No, no va a quedar con subtítulos. No, there's no subtitles here in the live streaming. I don't know if YouTube and Google do that automatically, you know, but I don't think so. So yes, José, I will do a live, voy a hacer un live streaming en mi canal en español también. Así que te invito a visitar mi canal en español, que es Guitarra Blues, ¿sí? So I switch into Spanish, sorry, because Jose here asking me about subtitles, you know, in Spanish, but I have my channel, my blues channel in Spanish too, so if you speak Spanish, you can visit my Spanish YouTube channel, which is Guitarra Blues, yeah? Guitarra Blues en español. And there you go, you know. And if you speak French, I speak French because I live here in Montreal, but I don't have a French YouTube channel, but well, maybe I do it one day, you know. So you know what I mean, practice, focus your practice in with metronome and timer, you know, just that it works, it's worth it, you know, that pays a lot of things, you know. Let's say, okay, now I need to practice rhythm, I need to practice the 12 blues bar, so let's play 4 minutes non-stop a shuffle in the key of, I don't know, E. So 1, 2, I put my metronome, yes, simple, go to my 4th degree, 5, 4, and turn around. You know, I'm not playing fancy things, you know, just I try to be tight, as super tight and clean, and follow the right swing. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, the 2 and 4. Yeah. 2 and 4 is super important to get that swing. And start adding more things now, but the goal here is just to play simple, tight, with swing and good tempo, you know. That's the thing when we play. When you see Kirk Fletcher playing, you know, for me it's one of the best rhythm blues player, you know, now. And he's amazing, you know. It's fun to see Kirk Fletcher playing rhythm guitar, you know. Now you can see his YouTube channel, you can watch his YouTube channel, just he gives some amazing lessons, but also check out when he played with Kim Wilson, you know, T-Birds, and when he played, there's a video, I think he's playing in a NAMM, you know, guitar event, you know, NAMM, and he's playing Kirk Fletcher and then Kid Ramos, you know, amazing too, you know, unbelievable. The rhythm of those guys, you know, the swing, you know. If you play good rhythm with good swing, you know, using chords, you will get the right swing to play lead. Because when I play lead, when I play a solo, what I feel is that swing, you know, that I play with my chords, you know. I feel that thing, you know, which you have to play this well in order to play well your lead. It's all connected, you know. It's super important to practice rhythm, you know. So you can add that to your routine. Play 4 minutes non-stop, like pretending it's a song, you know. Shuffle, a slow blues in A. Feel that 12/8, triplets, no? You know. And just take note of those things and repeat that things every day. You know, that will makes you play better. You know. So it's been more than an hour I'm talking here. Thanks to be here. Thanks to following me and to be here in this chat, amazing chat today, in this live streaming. Remember to visit my Patreon, theblueslab.com. You can find tablatures, licks, a lot of licks with tabs, solos, and lessons, you know. And you can support my work in this way, yeah. So thank you very much. Hope to see you next live streaming, probably in 2 weeks, yeah. And you can just leave your comment if you have ideas and topics about my next live streaming to talk about, yeah. Just leave it here in your comments. And well, thank you very much. See you soon, and thanks, yeah.